Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video about how I use my makeup brushes. Like I always said, I'm not a professional. This is how I like to use my brushes. Maybe the one I use for foundation does not work for you for foundation, but it works for you to put cream contour. Like, I understand. I'm not going to be doing a demo in this video, but I will be explaining one by one how to use them. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope it's really helpful for you guys because it did help me. So let's just get started. Okay, so let's start with the brushes, the way I apply my makeup, which I start with primer. I don't use brushes, I don't use beauty blender, nothing. I use my hands. Later we apply foundation. Okay, so for foundation I use either a stippling brush or beauty sponge. I can use both at the same time. Sometimes you can apply this and then it has like marks of the brush, of the bristles of the brush, and you just don't want that, so you go ahead with your beauty blender and start patting it, and it gives you like a flawless finish. It doesn't even look like you use a brush. That's what I use for foundation. If I'm gonna be using like a thicker foundation, I can be using this brush. I used it today, so I'm sorry. You see, you can use this, and again, I always go over with my beauty blender. This is 20 bucks, one sponge. You wet it, you use it wet. But you can use cheaper versions. I have another versions that are like $2 and you can find a store. Obviously it's not the same as the beauty blender, but we have the Real Technique one that I don't see right now. That one is, I think, 9 bucks in Walmart, and you can use that one too. You wet it. It's really like similar to this one, so it don't matter which sponge you use, just that's the way I like to apply. So you can use anyone. You can use the stippling brush, you can use this brush, you can use a Kabuki brush. The Kabuki brush is just like for powder. It can either be, I use it sometimes for bronzing my skin because it's a little bit bigger and I can like go over it. So yeah, any brush you want to use as a foundation, I really recommend the stippling brush or this one if you're going to use a brush. If not, you can use a beauty blender and it works perfectly. I think it works better than a brush. So that's for foundation. Concealer. Okay, so for concealer, this is going to be like a 2-in-1. Again, I don't have no rule for makeup. For concealer, you can use this kind of brushes, but these brushes I also can use to pat in eyeshadow in the lid. These are the flat brush. They always come to like in the basic kit. When you buy your first kit, you always gonna receive these brushes. Okay, after I apply concealer, which was like kind of a concealer and eyeshadow because I use the same brush for both, I'm gonna go for contouring or bronzing my skin, my face. These ones are for contouring. This is like if you want like a really harsh contour, you can use this one. You're just gonna apply here and then you're gonna blend it. But I do not recommend these brushes. This came in one of my Morphe Me. I have a subscription with Morphe and they send you every month 3, 5, or 6 brushes. And I don't use this one. Like I don't like using it. People use it to contour your nose as well. But again, if you want like a really harsh line, I feel like it's really hard to blend when you use this. I don't like this brush. A lot of people like it. That's on you. You know, you do you, boo. You can either use this for contouring or you can either use a bigger brush. This one, even though it has like the same, you see, it has almost the same. This one is like easier to blend, and when you apply it, you can also blend as well. This is for contouring or bronzing. It's really good. I like it. This is one of my favorite. And this one, you're gonna get an angle brush. This is for contouring. It's gonna go like right there. I like to use it too, but most of the time I use this for blush. Again, this is a contouring brush, but I use it for blush. You know what I mean? The angle brush is for the contouring or the bronzing. People do not know the difference of contouring and bronzing. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now what's the difference. Right now, I'm not contour. I bronze. If I want to bronze, which I do all the time, I take like a brush like this, even though this is a blush brush. I take a big brush, like a big one. I take my contouring powder or my bronzer. I take a lot and then I go like all over this. Like, you know, I just I just put my skin a little bit so it can look a little bronze. I don't go like contour. I take cream contouring, you know. Let me show you the difference. There's a lot of people that don't understand that, and I'm gonna show you right now. This is the way I apply it. This is the way I use it. It doesn't have to be this way, but this is how I understand what contouring and bronzing is. I use cream contour right here. This is gonna change completely my face, right? Sometimes I take it with my finger. I think it's a little bit easier. I apply a line right here. This is gonna make your cheeks look like this. So with that, I use this one because it's a little bit hard and you can blend a little better, and you just go there. On top of that, then you use your bronzer. That's meaning you are contouring because you're gonna change the way your face is looking. You're gonna look so, you know, you're gonna look popping. But I use that only when I'm going to, like, let's say weddings. If you're going to a night out, you know, if you want a good selfie for Instagram, you really should contour because that makes your face look beautiful, thinner, you know. But when it's contouring, when it's bronzing, I just give a little bit of sun to my skin. That's what I do when I bronze, and I do that most of the time. So I don't contour much of the time. But yeah, that line that you see sometimes people has naturally, oh my god, that make me so jealous. Sometimes they just have this line, like they're talking and you can see this line right here is just like so perfect. They don't even need to contour at all. Again, I use this kind of brush to contour with cream contour, and then I use like bigger brush to like apply for all over my face bronzer. That's to give a little bit kiss of the sun in your skin, even though I don't need it. I'm already dark. Blush. Again, for blush, I use the angle one. I don't even think, do I have a blush? I could use either, oh, this one. This is a blush. You see, it's fluffy. You apply it and you put it on your cheeks. I think any brush can do that. I feel like any brush you want to use as blush, just use it. Use just anything that you can apply to your cheeks. There is, like, this one specifically comes for that, but look at this angle brush. Right now I used it and it looks good, you know what I mean? But this is the ones you're supposed to use for like blush. Okay, let's go to the eyeshadows now. Okay, again, for eyeshadows, I use the one I show you that it's supposed to be for. Are you serious? Okay, like I said about this these flat brushes that you receive sometimes. I think most of the time this is the first one you receive in any kit. This is to apply eyeshadow on the lid, or like I said, I use it for concealer. I'm just saying, that's what I do for concealer. People love to apply concealer with their fingers. I think that's really good too, because the heat in your hand, you know, your skin, it melted and it makes it look better, I guess. But I don't like putting a lot of my hands in my face. So this is to apply eyeshadow to the lid. Then we go ahead and talk about the blending brushes. These are blending brushes, right? These are the ones that you apply in the inner corner, sorry, in the crease, and you blend your eyeshadow. Blending brush, like, I feel like everybody should have a blending brush because it's really important to blend your eyeshadow. You don't want to look like you have here I have gold and then it looks like I put a little bit of burgundy and brown. Like, you don't want to see separation of eyeshadow. You just want to look everything blend together, and you want to look smooth, everything nice. People just sometimes pat in eyeshadow in the lid, and then they apply, let's say with an angle brush, they apply let's say the burgundy I have right here, they apply it and they just leave it like that. They don't even blend it, and it looks like, you can tell she has gold, she has burgundy, and she has brown, and it's something that does not look nice. You know, you don't want that in your eyes. So always make sure that you have blending brushes. Blending brushes are really, really important in every makeup. It doesn't matter what kind of look you're doing, it's always good to blend. When you apply any specifically dark eyeshadow with these brushes, it's like if you apply a lot in this brush and you put it right here, it's gonna be so hard for you to blend it. That's why you always should start like with little amount in the brushes, because you do not want to have a mess like that. It's like really hard. You know, I love smoky eyes, so I used to have like this kind of brushes, and I put the black, and when I start blending, it looks so ugly. It looked like, I don't know, like I didn't even blend it. I could have been half hour there trying to blend, but when you pack a color, specifically dark colors to blend is like really hard. You need to be careful and go slowly and little by little. So if you can have your hands, at least one is gonna have the job done, you know, like it's good to have. So then we have the angle brushes. These brushes I use more to apply like shimmery eyeshadow under my eyebrow area. I can use this one to apply a little bit of shimmery here, which I didn't apply today. Let's do that right now. I like to apply a highlight in the inner corner. I feel like makes my eyes pop. There you go. So angle brushes, again, you can use it either for like what I said under the eyebrow, for the inner corners. Okay, like I was saying, with this kind of brush, I like to, sometimes when you do this look, example, the one I have right now, if I would have loved to add like a little black in the outer corner, I would have used a angle brush, because I apply the black there and it's gonna help me get that little shape that you get right here. And I would be blending the black eyeshadow with this angle brush. Okay, then we have this kind of, I don't know if you can see it. This is the one I use for lipstick. A lot of makeup artists use this on their models because they don't like to give, like, I'm not gonna give you this lipstick and then every model is gonna use it, you know what I mean? So you just take a little bit of that brush and you apply the makeup. And it's a lot better. So this kind of little brushes comes in the eyebrows, and everybody know how to use them. You just brush them. You can either have this one or you can use this one. You just brush them out. And then we have the angle brush. The angle brush is for like either gel eyeliner, which I don't use. I always use my liquid eyeliner. But if you use gel eyeliner, the angle brush are for that. And the angle brush are for eyebrows. But eyebrows, if you're using like a cream gel brow, this kind of brushes like this, they don't come either like in the packagings. This is, people use this for applying powder under the eyes. I don't know for what else. I think people use it as blush too, so don't mind me. I don't know. I don't use it for blush. I use it for under my eyes when I'm baking or when I want to apply powder and set my concealer. So that's how I use it. And then we get this little fan brushes. At the beginning, when I didn't know nothing about makeup, I ordered like a huge brush. I think the brush pack, and I think they came like 24 if I'm not mistaken. And I saw this and I was always curious about what the hell do you do with fan brushes. Like I was so, what are you supposed to do with this? But this is supposed to apply your highlight, and a lot of people use it too to like contour this area right here. They like hold it like this and then they contour their nose. But this is supposed to be for highlights. So I'm not a fan of fan brushes because I feel like they don't take, or they don't apply good my highlight where I want it. You know what I mean? You're supposed to like do something like this with your highlight. I use my taper highlighter brush. I love this. People use it for blush too. I'm telling you, no matter what you want to use it for, you can use it for whatever you want. So I take my little highlight with this one. And with this one, you can really see the highlight. I feel like it applies it better than a fan brush. I don't know. That's me, you know. You do you. But right here. A lot of people don't use highlight. It's fine. You don't have to use it. That's on you. You know what I mean? Okay, so I think that's all of it. When you watch your makeup tutorials, they come up with brushes that you're like, what the hell is that? What do you even use that for? So yeah, I have like basic stuff. I hope you guys really enjoy this video. I hope it helped you a little bit. I don't know if I talked too much shit. And if you have any questions, just email me or leave me something in the comments below and I will help you. So thank you guys so much for watching.